Hello out there, I'm the oldest nerd. Today we have the return of Michael O'Hare as Sinclair and Babylon 4. Now, we have been told in previous episodes that Babylon 4 was lost. It disappeared in the sector of space in which it was built. It seemed that the whole Babylon project was pretty snakebit, considering the first 4 of the stations did not become well operational. During construction, Babylons 1 through 3 had been destroyed, and Babylon 4 just disappeared. Now we have a reason that Babylon 4 disappeared and why the time rift that it's lost in happened. And it's something that no one would have expected, especially the characters themselves, as it is revealed to them. But we have Sinclair now as an ambassador for the Minbari and very respected by the Minbari. And he has an important role to play, which is not revealed yet in this episode, will be in the second part. Now, without going into the plot of this, which you can well see, we're going to do a little background on it. It's been established before that Michael O'Hare left the show because of delusional disorder that peaked during the first season of the show. He believed that he would be a danger to the success of the show if he stayed on, even though J. Michael Straczynski said that he would halt production until he was able to get treatment and continue on. But he said, no, it would be better just to write me off, and he told him why. And Straczynski said, I'll take your secret to my grave. And O'Hare said, no, take it to mine. Eventually, somebody's going to have to know about this. They kept it secret during O'Hare's life because he still needed to work, and a diagnosis like this could prejudice a number of other producers. But Straczynski, to his great credit, brought back O'Hare on 2 different occasions. You can see a difference in the acting style between O'Hare and Bruce Boxleitner, and why most people consider Boxleitner the better commander. In addition to the disorder of which O'Hare suffered, his acting style was much more ponderous and a little less reactive than Boxleitner's has been. And so I think that it all worked out for the best, and it's a testament to the character of J. Michael Straczynski that he ever had anything to do with this guy again, much less put him as a pivotal character in this 3rd season show. Now, of course, we've always known that he wrote the entire 5 seasons at once in order to be able to keep production costs down, and thought of it as a novel for television more than anything else. This predates, of course, Lost and Game of Thrones and things, as far as having a single story that arcs over several seasons. Although, according to Wikipedia, there's only actually about 24 shows that talk directly about or move along the direct story, whereas the rest of the episodes are generally character studies and interesting asides. But in order to keep the story arc going, it's 24 episodes that span over 5 years. It's a clever way to do it. It allows you to do some different things as they occur to you. Also, Straczynski, of course, wrote 94 of the over 100 episodes of this, and I think he wrote completely the last 3 seasons of the show. So that is not something that's unusual in Britain, where most of the time shows are written by a single person, but certainly unheard of in American shows. You can see in the acting some things that go beyond the script, though. There is the situation between Delenn and Sheridan and also Sinclair. Now, that's because Sinclair was intended originally to go through the entire series, whereas and was developing a relationship, shall we say, with Delenn early on. And then, of course, when they replaced him with Sheridan, Sheridan provides that relationship angle as well. And what we have here is where now you have all three of them in the same room, and you can see by the looks they give each other, and this is great characterization, that there is a certain amount of uneasiness, especially on Delenn's part, as to which person that she would pick in a fight between Sheridan and Sinclair. And the certain uneasiness between Sinclair and Sheridan, it's spoken pretty much on at the beginning of the episode, where Sheridan says, "We've heard a lot about you here," and Sinclair is gracious and says, "Well, we've heard a lot about you too, and all the good things you've done here." But you can see that they are essentially the same kind of character and would be kind of competitive with each other in a less controlled environment, shall we say. And the fact that they could put all that forward is a testament to the actors. Although still, I find Michael O'Hare's acting to be a bit more aloof, as he was in the first season of the show, and Sheridan to be much more personable. A few things that happened that we're not quite sure why yet, of why Garibaldi was not included in this mission, and why Sinclair is being quite so cagey about everything that he's asked by anybody. And while it's explained away that his personality of late is that everything that you hear him say, you have to look into a mirror hanging by your heels. And there's a lot of subtle humor here, and I think also that that's a hallmark of the show. It's very human in how the show is scripted, in that while even the most foreboding thing is happening, they can throw in references to I Love Lucy. Anyway, beside that, I as always, very well-written episode, and something that leaves us on the edge of our seats as to the twist that we have when Sheridan is pushed further into the future and meets a future Londo, and just what happens as a result of his actions or his inactions or alternate universe actions. We're not quite sure yet. But it shows that the prophecy that Londo would one day be the emperor comes to fruition. But it's going to be, we're fairly certain, kind of a short-lived thing from what they showed us. So this is what we see in Babylon 5 this week. Of course, we'll have Deep Space Nine tomorrow, and you can subscribe anytime that you want. So I'd recommend it now, and also click a like if you will, please, and that will help the channel along. Now, if you caught my special that I put in yesterday, I am considering a new channel, and I'll be at work on that if you're interested. We're looking for a title right now of what to call my personal journey through retirement. So if you want to have a say on that, I recommend watching that video and then letting me know what you think about what we should do, what we should talk about. So until we talk to you tomorrow, don't go far.